I don't care. I am recording, so.
That's fine.
Right, anyway, ladies and gents, real quick intro. We're doing coilovers. I'll wait for you to jump in.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Meister coilovers, which you mentioned in the previous video that you ordered. I'm just doing sunscreen because it's such a hot day.
Yeah, so we're installing coilovers. It's actually going to be really, really easy. 2 bolts at the bottom, 3 at the top. Drop it down.
Yeah. The
Also
rears might be a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
The rears might be a little
because you need to remove plastics. In this video as well, we're sort of prepping it ready for road legality as well. So we need to do a steering rack gaiter, but we'll just breeze through that. Basically, coilover install.
Yeah, coilover's the fun part.
Right, guys, so what we're going to do, we're not going to do the steering rack gaiter because, as you can see, we're going to have to crack the ball joint and we don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
So I am going to let the garage do that. The reason why I'm saying we don't want to do it is because we did that before and we wrecked it all, basically, so we're not happy about that.
Still got this stuck down here, which is quite funny.
Yeah. So we're not going to do that today, but we will, basically, in terms of this, and no, I'm not going to be using this. Anyway,
that's the wrong size.
It's 2 bolts here and then 3 bolts up in the engine bay. So literally 2 bolts and then up there 3 bolts. Really, really easy, and they're amazing coilovers.
Well, it's really important. That's why people always say that strut tops are such a problem for rust, because this is where your entire suspension is mounted. So if your strut tops are rusty, then you've got an actual dangerous problem, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got, well, that's actually what goes on 240Zs.
It's all Nissans, mate. They're all terrible. Except for the R32, only a single skin, so they don't do it.
Oh, do they not?
Nope.
Oh, because they don't have the
a sandwich. No, exactly.
Cool.
We do this live, it's so easy.
Well, because we've already taken them off, haven't we? And yes, there's a jack under the car, ladies and gentlemen.
An actual stand.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant, so actual stand. So that's that done. That's literally almost out. We're going to leave the bolts in there for now.
Stops it falling down. So
show them
the top.
If
you pop it, I'm probably going to burn my hands on this. It's such
careful.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Carbon one, when I eventually get it. Spoiler alert.
No, it's a bonnet alert.
Oh yeah,
that's terrible, isn't it?
Carbon. Yeah, that's really shit.
That's a bad joke.
Anyway, so there it is. It's super easy. We'll pop these off. Yeah. Oh look, that was hard. And then it's them, and that's it. That will literally drop it down.
Yep. Right. So we've taken this out, and Nate's just lining up the new Meisters alongside
they're the same.
Yeah, the old manky coilover.
It's just to check ride height, see where they sit, whether they're higher, lower. I'm not lowering this car. It's a rally car. Yeah. I'm not lowering it. That's really stupid on this car. And in fairness, it has a pretty squat ride height anyway. It's not massive, which you would have seen anyway. So just checking to see whether they compare to the stock ones, and then compare both fronts side by side. But they seem to be basically the same, which is good.
The most obvious thing to notice between the two, the old one, look how big the spring is comparatively to these ones. They're absolutely tiny. These aren't how they're going to stay. We're going to put them on, and then Nate's going to go have them adjusted. So get it all perfectly aligned. Because there's a little bit more adjustment in these than there is the ones that were off the car. So
there's loads.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no adjustment in them, mate.
Well, that's a little bit more, isn't
coilovers. You idiot. Right, let's do it. Let's check it out.
My turn now. Right, so we have done the fronts. They're a tad higher than you probably want stock, to be fair, but they'll go down a little bit. But I'll show you them now quick. So, as you can see, there's a fairly substantial gap there, but it's not too bad. It was actually a really easy job, wasn't it, Nate?
Yeah.
We've put a bit of our own gasket on this side. You always put a little bit of gasket between the top of the actual coilover and your strut top. It just stops it from rusting together. But we reuse the one on this side. It looks a little bit messy on that side, but it works fine. So again, is this side. And we've got Nate laying on the floor over there, jacking up the back, and we're going to probably have a little bit more trouble with the rear, just because you can't just open a bonnet. The strut tops are, you can't really see, just underneath the speaker cover there. I'll open the boot in a minute. But that's it so far. And what we're doing, I'll lay down as well, is we're jacking up on the subframe over there.
On the bush.
Yep, on the bush, so you can see where it is. And then we're going to put an axle stand just where
How much higher?
this little bolt is here. All right. Sporadically doing my own videos because Nate keeps running inside to go to the toilet. I'm going to quickly show you what we've done underneath just to get this up in the air, just in case any of you didn't know, because Pulsars are quite rare, and you know, in case you want to jack it up yourself in the future. Join me from underneath. No, so over here, like I pointed out earlier on, the car is actually jacked up on one of the front subframe bushes, and we've got the axle stand just on one of the rear control arm bushes. So it's all nice and safe. The tyre is just not touching the ground, so we can just about wibble it around. And that's it. Just a case of doing the exact same for the front. And this car will be on Meisters, which is epic. Changed my mind, I want to do a little bit more video because this shock is actually a lot worse than the front, including a huge nest of cobwebs that we've got going on up there. It is completely shot. It looks like, by the colour, that someone actually did put lowering springs on, but never changed the shocks themselves, which you can kind of tell from the age of the things, they look terrible. But we'll know when we pull them out.
Right, well, anyway.
We've been a little bit special.
No.
But he has.
Fucking no. We've been really special. What have we done, Nick?
Might have put the rear coilovers on the front.
There was no indication which one they were until you come.
There's probably a manual in there that says that.
Maybe, doesn't matter.
Don't read manuals.
Until you come to the rears and you're like, huh, it's not got the provision
For an anti-roll bar.
For the anti-roll bar.
Looks a bit like the fronts might though.
Definitely. Total idiots. So what we're doing, we're sorting this back out. We're going to go do the fronts. We're not going to show you, but we'll show you the front because I've got camber plates. I thought these were for the rears.
Which makes sense because you're never going to be able to reach that at the rear, are you?
Fucking, we're such dickheads.
I told you the camber is off on the front as well.
Anyway, let's go sort this out then.
Now that the suspension's correct on the front.
Yeah. So we've done it. We've done what we should have done at the start. So what have we done? Finally fitted it right.
Yeah, fitted the correct suspension on the front.
It's not bad. Ride height. That's not too bad, is it? You like it. I think it's a bit too low, personally. And the reason why I think it's a bit too low is actually when you come around the front.
You've got to remember how hard.
You see, like the sump.
Yeah.
Because there's no undercarriage.
Remember how hard Meisters are, mate.
Yeah, true.
It's not going to bounce up and down. That's the point.
True.
Of it, isn't it?
It does look good.
Looks really good.
So the issue we were having was with the camber plates, but we've done that 16 foot-pounds, and then this one's basically Nick messed up the thread with one of the bolts that was messed up.
Yeah, one of the old bolts was already buggered.
You messed up the thread on the
I'm just really good at
lower control
yeah, I'm good at killing
control arm as well.
Because all these old bolts are knackered, mate.
But luckily,
She had a bolt earlier on though.
Luckily, we can just grind this off and thread it basically. So there's enough thread there to grind that off and then sort that out. So we're going to do the rears now and then finish this job up. Right, so ladies and gents, we have done one side but we've realised that we need a new anti-roll bar for the rear.
The sway bar that goes on the long bottom.
Which I've just ordered from Driftworks, a white line one. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish up at least putting the suspension in, and then we'll finish up this video as is, and then it'll just be an install of the anti-roll bar.
Yeah, I think that'll be alright, because the anti-roll bar is not difficult, it's just...
No, and then that'll be interesting for some... It'll be interesting for people anyway, because I've never done it, you've never done it, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and it looks quite easy.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop the other side, suspension, put the new one in, and then I'm going to hospital, because I'm in a lot of pain. So...
He doesn't hurt himself.
That's why I've not been talking much this video, basically. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna finish this up. That's part of the window regulator.
Where?
That wire on the floor. My window regulator broke on this bloody car as well. That's part of the window regulator.
Oh, nice.
Unbelievable. Anyway, let's finish this up. It's all shiny as well.
Very
right,
shiny.
so we've done it. Let's come over here and have a look. So we've done it.
That was a pretty pirouette.
I know. Fitted it all. So.
I think it was actually easy to fit. It's just that the
Easy
car
to
was
fit.
fighting us a couple of times. We messed up the fronts. Sway bar needs replacing because it doesn't adjust enough.
We've got white line. Got a white line adjustable sway bar.
It's very smoky behind me at the moment. That's why.
Yeah, just turn over here. Just glaring in the sun. But we've got a white line adjustable rear sway bar on order, or anti-roll bar, whatever.
So next time we're going to try and fit the sway bar.
Yeah.
Put a couple of bolts sheared that we were taking off, but it doesn't matter because it was on the old suspension, but we need to replace some bolts.
Yeah.
So sort the bolts out, do the sway bar, and fix the fog light. So you actually have a fog light, because it won't pass an MOT in the UK without fog light.
So that is this video done. Hope you enjoyed it. It's not quite like an install discussion, more like a bloody vlog now, isn't it? Because we went tits up with it.
Yeah.
Fucked it right up. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Nick's back for a little bit again. Cheers, guys.
Love you,
Take
bye.
care.